I am going to explain the subtopic Vehicle on Banked Road. This subtopic is on the page number 6, 7, 8 in your PDF sent to your group. Okay. So try to understand what is the banking of roads. You know that whenever any vehicle is moving along the straight road, it is performing the linear motion. But when it moves along the curved road like this, it is performing the circular motion. See how? This curved road is the part of the circle, imaginary circle. We can consider the center of that circle here. So, if that vehicle is moving along this curved road, that means it is moving along the circumference of that circle, so it is performing the circular motion. And you know that whenever any body is moving along the circumference of the circle, centripetal force is required for that. And also you know, in the last year we learned the formula for the centripetal force as mv square upon r, where m is the mass of the vehicle, v is the speed of the vehicle, and r is the radius of that circle. Okay, so you learned that in the last year. Now try to understand what is the banking of roads. Okay, see, this is the curved road. The edge which is towards the center is the inner edge of the road, and the other one is the outer edge. So in the case of the banking of the roads, what is done actually, this outer edge is raised at some height than the inner edge through the some angle. That is known as the banking of roads. See here, suppose this is the horizontal level of the road. At that time, from this horizontal level, this outer edge is raised at some height through the some angle. Okay, that is known as the banking of roads. That means if the road is like this, suppose this is the road, straight road, horizontal road, curved road, okay, obviously. So in that case, the outer edge, this outer edge is raised at some height than the inner edge. So from the horizontal level it get inclined. Okay, so it is the banked road. So what do you mean, in short, what do you mean by the banking of the roads? In the banking of the roads, the outer edge is raised at some height than the inner edge through the some angle. That is known as the banking of roads. Okay, very clear to you? Okay. Now we have to obtain the expression for the most safe speed of the vehicle moving along this road. So let us obtain that expression. Okay. For this we have to consider the inclined plane like this. So it is the banked road. Okay, what you have to consider, this is the banked road. This outer edge is raised at some height through this angle theta. Okay. Now suppose this is the vehicle on the road. It's the center of gravity. It's the center of gravity of this vehicle. Let m be the mass of the vehicle. So obviously the mg, that means the weight of the vehicle, is acting vertically downward direction. At the same time, this inclined plane also exert the force on the vehicle. How? According to the Newton's law, action and the reaction. If this vehicle is exerting the force, that means the action, so this inclined plane also exert the force on this vehicle, that will be the reaction. And since this is the incline, the perpendicular will be like this. Okay, so this perpendicular is known as the normal reaction. Now here this normal reaction can be resolved into two components. That resolution of the vector we learned in the last year. So here this angle here, since this is the theta angle, this angle will be theta. So the components will be, the vertically upward component is the n cos of theta, and the vertical, and this one horizontal component is the n sin of theta. Okay. So in this case, whenever this vehicle is moving in this direction, that means the speed is in this direction, so obviously the friction will be in the opposite direction. That we learned in the last year. Okay, see, suppose this is the horizontal surface, that is the surface of the table. On that table, this is the block, this block is kept. So two surfaces in contact. Suppose the one string is attached to this block it is passed over the pulley, and the other end of the string is attached to the lightweight pan. So whenever some weight is added in this pan, the blocks start to move and it will stop. Okay, so why it stops? Because of this friction produced between the two surfaces. So vehicle is moving in this direction, that means the speed is in this direction, but that friction, that opposing force is acting in this direction. That means both are in the opposite direction, V and the Fs. Okay, so that is a relative motion, you know that. Okay, so same way, if the vehicle is moving in this direction, the Fs, we can show the Fs, that is a static friction here. Okay, so Fs we can show here, but for this case we are considering the frictionless speed, most safe speed. So from this figure we can write the two equations. See, this n cos of theta and the mg, this is the one pair of the force, and the vehicle is moving in this direction, that means it is performing the circular motion. So this n sine of theta will provide the centripetal force, that is the mv square by r. So we can show that mv square by r here. So this is the one pair, this is the other pair, so we can write the two equations. See how we can write: n cos of theta is equal to mg. This is the first equation. N sine of theta is equal to mv square upon r. This is the second equation. You understand how we had written? See, this is the first pair, this is the second pair. Okay, let us consider this equation as a 1 and this equation as a 2. Now dividing the equation 2 by 1. Okay, now we want to obtain the expression for the v. Okay, so divide the equation 2 by 1. So mv square upon r divided by mg, m will get cancelled, so we can write v square upon rg. Okay, now n sine of theta divided by n cos of theta, n will get cancelled, sine theta upon cos theta will be the tan theta. Okay, so from this we can write v square is equal to rg tan of theta. By taking the square root, we get the v is equal to square root of rg tan of theta. Okay, okay, so this is the expression for the most safe speed along the banked road, along the curved banked road. Okay, but it is not possible that every vehicle will move with this speed only. Some vehicles are moving with the minimum speed, some vehicles are moving with the maximum speed. So the speeds other than this, how the vehicle will move safely along that curved road. So in those cases, for the maximum speed and the minimum speed, the component of the friction will provide the certain limit. So because of that, it can move safely along the curved road. So because of the banking of the roads, the vehicle can move safely along the curved road. Okay, so let us obtain the expression for the minimum velocity, for the minimum speed. Okay, also we will obtain the expression for the maximum speed. Okay, so before that I want to show how the component of the friction will help to maintain the certain limit. Try to understand this concept. अगर ये समझेगा नहीं तो how we had shown the Fs in the upward direction and how we had shown the Fs in the downward direction, you cannot understand that. So you should understand this, you should imagine this and try to understand very carefully, listen very carefully. Suppose this is the curved road. Can you see the diagram? Okay, so suppose this is the curved road. Okay, the vehicle is moving with the minimum speed. So whenever the vehicle is moving with the minimum speed, then it will move towards the center. Okay, it will move towards the center, and you know that the v speed and the Fs are in the opposite direction. So if the speed is in this direction, obviously the frictional Fs will be in the opposite direction. Okay, you are getting? So in that case, speed is towards the center and the Fs in the away from the center. Okay, this is the first case. Now in the second case, suppose the vehicle is moving with the large speed, that means it is moving with the maximum speed, then it will move away from the center. Obviously Fs will be where? Towards the center. Okay, you are getting both the cases. For the minimum speed for the minimum speed's direction is towards the center, so Fs in the along the inclination only, but in the upward direction, that means the outward direction. In the case of the large speed, the vehicle is moving away from the center, so Fs will be directed towards the center. Okay, you are getting this concept? Okay, now come to the minimum speed. So again we will consider the same diagram. Consider the inclined banked road. Consider the banked road. Okay, this is the angle theta. Vehicle is moving with the minimum speed. Okay, it's the center of gravity. If m is the mass of the vehicle, mg will be the weight, and that is nothing but the force that is acting in the vertically downward direction. So that is the mg. Same way, since the inclined plane, normal reaction will be like this. That normal reaction is resolved into two components as we shown in the previous figure. So this is the n sine of theta and this is the n cos of theta when it is possible, if this is the angle theta. Okay, now in this case what we learn, if the minimum speed is there, if the vehicle is moving with the minimum speed, at that time the where that vehicle moves towards the center, that means here, so Fs will be where, along the inclination, but away from the center. So we can show here Fs. ये समझ में आया बच्चों? Yes. So in the case of the minimum speed, I explain on the with the vehicle. Okay, so in that case you seen that if the vehicle is moving with the low speed, then it moves toward the center, and we know the concept that V and the Fs are in the opposite direction. So if the V is towards the center, Fs will be in the opposite direction. Okay, now we can show again here the component of the Fs. See, suppose this is the Fs, that can be resolved into two components, Fs cos of theta and the Fs sine of theta. Okay, so if we will try to by heart, it's very hard. So don't try to by heart. By understanding only you have to draw the figure. कैसे draw किया? Fs is away from the center, that means it is in the upward direction. That can be resolved into two components, Fs cos of theta and the Fs sine of theta. समझ में आया? Yes. Now from the figure we can write the two equations. How? See here, this is the one pair of the forces and this is the other pair of the forces. Here you should understand that this n sine of theta and Fs cos of theta, n sine theta, Fs cos of theta, this provide the centripetal force. The resultant of these two will provide the centripetal force, which will be in this direction, that is the mv square by r. Okay, so let us write the two equations. See, these two are in the same direction, vertically upward direction, so let us add them. So we will get n cos of theta plus Fs sine of theta, which is equal to what? This equal to this one, so mg. So let us consider this equation as the equation number 1. Now second equation we have to write. See what I told, the centripetal force is provided by these two results. Okay, so in this case what happened, the vehicle is moving towards the center. Okay, so we have to maintain this speed. So in that case n sine theta should be greater, otherwise it cannot move along the curve road. So we can write here the n sine of theta minus Fs cos of theta, and the resultant of these two forces will be the centripetal force. Because of that the vehicle can move along the circumference of along the curve road, and it can perform the circular motion. Okay, got the two equations? Okay. Now with this we can obtain the expression for this V. In this case this V is the minimum. So you can write the minimum here. Now here again one concept you know, that in the last year we learned that the laws of the kinetic friction and the laws of the static friction. What we learn in that we learn Fs is directly proportional to, here Fs is directly proportional to normal reaction. In that case Fs is equal to, what is the constant of proportionality in that case? Mu s, that is a coefficient of static friction. So Fs is equal to mu s into n. Okay, so Fs we can write as a mu s into n. Okay, so first equation we can write as a n cos of theta plus mu s into n sine of theta, which is equal to mg. This also we can write n sine of theta minus mu s into n cos of theta, which is equal to mv square upon r. That minimum you can write. Now let us divide the equation 2 by 1. Equation 2 by 1. Why this one? Because we want to obtain the expression for the v. So we have to divide the equation 2 by the 1. So this side, obviously mm will get cancelled. So v square minimum upon rg, which is equal to, now this step 2, n sine of theta minus mu s n cos of theta divided by n cos of theta plus mu s n sine of theta. Okay, now in this case each term of this side is we have to divide by the cos of theta. Okay, so what we will get, n sine of theta divided by the n cos of theta. So n will get cancelled, sine theta upon cos theta will be tan theta. Okay, minus this mu s n cos of theta divided by what, n cos of theta. So only mu s will be remain. Here also n cos of theta divided by n cos of theta 1 plus this mu s n sine of theta divided by n cos of theta. So n will get cancelled and the sine theta upon cos of theta. So it will be mu s tan of theta. Okay, mu s tan of theta. So this is the v square minimum upon rg. Therefore we can write v square minimum, which is equal to rg into bracket tan of theta minus mu s upon 1 plus mu s tan of theta. So taking the square root on both sides, we get v minimum, which is equal to square root of rg tan of theta minus mu s upon 1 plus mu s tan of theta. Okay, so let us consider this is the expression for the, so we obtained the expression for the minimum velocity. So with this it should move along the so in this case what will happen, this mu s, coefficient of static friction, this will provide the certain limit to move along the curved road if it is moving with the low speed. So I understood this one. Now let us obtain the expression for the maximum speed. Let us obtain the expression for the maximum speed. So write this upper limit, upper speed limit. Okay, upper speed limit. For this case, as I show, let me show it again. Try to concentrate. If it is moving with the maximum speed, where it moves away from the center, ऐसे, okay, away from the center. Okay, so suppose it is the horizontal line here, okay, horizontal, and this is the banked road. So if it is moving away from the center, at that time the fs will act toward the center. So let us show this one. Okay, so consider the inclined road, not inclined but the banked road with this inclination. This is the angle theta. Okay, same diagram we have to draw. See the difference, try to understand the difference in the upper limit speed. Okay, so this is the vehicle, this is the center of gravity. What I have to show here, vertically downward mg, here n. This can be resolved into two components. Which one? Upper, vertically upward is the n cos of theta, and this is the n sine of theta. This angle theta, don't forget to show this angle theta. What I told, when the vehicle is moving with the maximum speed, at that time where it moves away from the center. So where will be the fs? Vertically downward. Okay, so we have to show the fs vertically downward. Same way we can resolve this fs into two components. Which one? This is the fs sine of theta and this is the fs cos of theta. Okay, fs cos of theta. Once you only remember this is the n cos of theta, no, you can write with that calculation what will be the other one. But one hint is there, how to remember this. Suppose नहीं समझ में आ रहा है कैसे लिखने हैं components, at that time you should remember this concept that vertically upward n cos of theta, vertically upward component n cos of theta. अगर ये ध्यान में रखा तो obviously ये n sin theta आएगा, ये cos हो गया, ये sin आएगा. Same way, once the sine is here, obviously this will be the cos 1. ये sine हो गया तो ये cos ही आएगा, opposite ही आएगा. Okay, तो once you had written cos here, here you can write the sine of theta. So how to remember, how to write, suppose in case you cannot calculate that कहाँ कहाँ कौन सा component आएगा, तो ये hint याद रखो. You have to remember this hint that this is once we have to write the vertically upward component as the n cos of theta, the other one will be the n sin of theta. n sin theta के बाजू में cos sin नहीं आएगा, तो ये fs cos of theta, fs का cos theta. Okay, so obviously the other one will be the fs sin of theta. There will be no mistakes. Once you had drawn these diagrams properly, no, there is no difficulty in the calculations. Okay, so what you have to remember, vertically upward component n cos of theta. Again, one thing is here the centripetal force we can show here mv square upon r, that is the maximum speed. Okay, we can write the two equations. This is the one pair, okay, and this is the other pair. So first equation we can write as a n cos of theta, okay, which is equal to mg plus fs sin of theta. Okay, here also we can write fs is equal to mu s into n plus mu s n sin of theta, because you know that the fs is the sorry, so fs is equal to mu s into n. So let us consider this equation as a 1. n cos of theta is equal to mg plus mu s into n sin of theta. Now let us write the second equation. See, this resultant mv square upon r, this resultant mv square upon r is equal to what? The resultant of these two. Now both are in the same direction. So what we can write? Mv square, this side we will write n sin of theta plus fs cos of theta, since they are in the same direction, so we will add this. Okay, and in that case, in the previous case, why we why we subtracted? Because they are in the opposite direction, and why we had taken n sin theta minus this one? Because this should be greater, otherwise the vehicle cannot move properly safely along the curved road. Okay, come to this equation. N sin of theta plus fs cos of theta is equal n sin theta plus fs cos of theta, which is equal to mv square upon r. This is the maximum speed. Okay, again we can substitute the fs is equal to mu s into n. So n sin of theta plus mu s n cos of theta, which is equal to mv square upon r, that is the maximum. Let us consider this equation as a 2. Again, equation 2 divided by equation 2 divided by equation 1. Okay, so let us solve this. This divided by this now in this case we have to convert this. Okay, so it will be n cos of theta minus mu s into n sin of theta, which is equal to mg. Then we can divide the mv square upon r divided by mg. So m will get cancelled, same way. So v square divided by rg, this is the maximum speed. Now this side, so write down n sin of theta plus mu s n cos of theta divided by n cos of theta minus mu s n sin of theta. Now